beautiful people. It's your girl, whimsical Amy, and beside me here is our wonderful, beautiful Amarach.
Hi guys.
And in case you are wondering, it's our Jessie Day. Yeah.
If you know, let me shout it.
Yeah, shout it.
It's Jessie Day!
Yeah, so yeah. We're having a sporty day. I'm sure we'll let you guys know online. Just keep in touch. Well, we're back. I'm sure most everybody now will know
Should
about
have
the
heard.
Bobrisky recorded alleged phone call where someone recorded it and sent it to VDM.
But wait, so let
Mentioning
me interrupt.
names.
Who was he talking to?
We don't know.
Because he should know who he had that conversation with.
I tell you, with that, obviously, must be shouting at somebody's head now, but we don't know who the person is. The person is not coming forward to claim anything yet. But the phone call was basically outlining how he did not stay in jail.
How did BDM get it? I mean, since I heard this story.
I know VDM. A
My
lot of people
questions have
sent
been-
information to the
Yeah, so who was the person? Because for Bobrisky to tell somebody that kind of a thing, I feel like
trust.
you have to trust this person. So this person that you supposedly now trust made a recording, or maybe the person put the phone on speaker where other people were there.
Audio, the person that Bobrisky was talking to, saying, okay, all right, asking leading questions. I'm like, this sounds
and
suspicious.
he was now willingly opening up and saying, "Oh man, now."
Mentioning names.
All right.
Confidently mentioning names. So obviously you Bobrisky trusted this person. Sorry, you Pele. Now the audio, well, the issue right now is the part where Bobrisky mentioned in the audio. He mentioned that Falz was the one that called him, that they want to help him get a pardon, and somehow with his father, that's Femfano, that he wants to help him get a pardon, and from the president and stuff like that, but that Bobrisky would have to pay 10 million naira, right? Wait, I want you to read. You mentioned Falz, so let's read what Falz did in response to what's his name? VDM. VDM mentioned Falz. He said some things about Falz, but before we get into that, let's read what Falz said.
Okay, so Falano and Falano's chambers issued a defamatory statement. They asked, VDM to withdraw and retract the statement he made against Falz, the bad guy. And it goes, we are counsel to Mr. Folare Falano, aka Falz. We write you this letter on his behalf regarding your publication and dissemination of defamatory statements against him. A publication of September 25th on your Instagram page captioned, "In everything and everyone that is mentioned here, I will be disappointed if truly Falz and his father are involved in this whole Bobrisky issue, has been drawn to our notice, wherein you made some defamatory statements against our clients. To set the record straight, our clients never at any point initiated a conversation with Mr. Idris Okuneye. Our client has documentary evidence that Mr. Idris was in fact the one who initiated a call. Specifically on the 4th of May 2024, Bobrisky, Mr. Idris, contacted our clients requesting a phone conversation with him. Our clients gratuitously obliged, having knowledge of the Naira abuse charges leveled against him and genuinely believing he might require legal advice." Fast forward, it was now mentioned that instead of asking or requesting for legal advice, Bobrisky said he needed financial assistance of 3 million naira, where he claimed that he wanted to pay some officials to be permitted to stay in the VIP section. So that was the amount of money Bobrisky asked Falz for. But then Falz said no. He advised him that there would be no need to pay the officials of the correctional center any money. But Mr. Bobrisky stated that his lawyers, Mr. Bobrisky, but Bobrisky stated that his lawyers had messed up his case by asking him to plead guilty to the charges filed against him, and Bobrisky insisted on his request for the money, which Falz continuously disapproved. So the letter goes on to say, without contacting our clients, you went ahead to publish a careless statement containing multiple allegations, including an insinuation that our client is involved in a homosexual affair and intended to get a presidential pardon for Mr. Idris Okuneye. The letter is going to be on the screen if you want to pause and read because it's long.
Are you wanting to stop?
It's long.
So what is defamation? Before I give you my own definition, I said let me just bring out the one Google gave us. Defamation is the act of making false statements that harms someone's reputation. It can be spoken, that is a slander, or written, which is legal. Now, I also watched that video of VDM, and I did not actually hear him say Falz did this. He said if Falz did this, because he's still erring on the side of caution. The person who categorically said Falz was the one that called me and said you have to pay 10 million was allegedly Bobrisky.
Well, did she say that on her own
He,
page? Well,
on the phone call.
phone call that we don't know
We are
she's
not
the
even
one.
sure
I mean,
exactly. So
their voice, whatever,
phishing
all those
and
type of
everything.
things. Anything can be forged nowadays in the internet. So did Bobrisky come out and say yes, it was her phone call? Because if she doesn't come out to say that, they cannot as well issue her a warning letter
So,
or anything like that, because
my own issue is even with
nothing
this.
really ties her down to it.
It's a he.
Ah,
It's a he.
the
But
person just
my issue is not even with Bobrisky. Guy is a complicated, complex person on his own. But it's the fact that lawyers don't know what defamation is.
explain.
Falz VDM was not the one that said that statement. That Falz was the one that we all heard the record, the recording. So whether it was the recording is true or not, and even the guy said it, if it is true,
Okay, but
he is disappointed.
you know that in this letter now they said you could have reached out. I mean, he said he spoke about how he likes the Falanos. He spoke about how he holds them in high regard. And then you're you're a popular person. You could have reached out for better clarity's sake.
He could have.
Instead of, but now him coming up to say if he's going to put a lot of things in people's mind.
But he also said that video that he's happy in the response video to
that was after he had said the first one.
Yeah, but he also said he likes how it's playing out because he did not want to hide anything. He wants everybody to let the investigation. So me, that might be.
I feel like where Falz and the Falanos chambers are coming from is the aspect that he is like me knowing you, but then I go outside to go and say, oh, if she did this.
But he doesn't know them personally. He doesn't. He doesn't know them personally. He's someone that said he respects them.
Forget him. I know. Maybe let's say he doesn't have access to senior Falano. Falz.
I think I'm talking to him.
He's not an inaccessible person. Now he could have reached out to Falz or Falz's management and said, see, because I respect you, I want to hear from you before I talk about this. That respect that you have put out there should have come in. And if Falz doesn't respond or the management doesn't respond, he could have also gone ahead to say it and said, I reached out. Because now that they are saying you could have reached out to our client, if you had reached out, it's a different thing. But I just feel like the whole defamation that they are talking about is the fact that he came out to say what he said. Yes, he did say
but
if.
was it a defamation?
No, listen. He did say if. But with the kind of platform Very Dark Man has, people that do not like Falz or his father for one reason or the other will be in that comment section. People will take it in a different way. Some people don't understand English. So they're already in their mind, oh, they did these things, that is true, they collected. So if Falz had now kept quiet and the lawyers didn't release this statement, it would have been a whole different thing. But they had to release it for him to now come back and say, I'm happy that this is what happened.
So you are saying
when it would have been avoided. Yes. Because you know the kind of platform you have.
But can we agree that it was not defamation?
It was.
How is it? That,
It wasn't. I would say it was purposely, because to him, he was, like he said, he just wanted to, let the investigation go on. So I wouldn't say it was purposely. I don't know about these people, but then he might have just done it innocently, because we already know Very Dark Man that just comes online to talk about issues that nobody wants to talk about. So we know him like that. So that might have been what he was trying to do. No foul play, all fine and good. But for the fact that he wasn't certain, he didn't have any facts, nothing. He was just saying if. And the kind of platform that he has made a lot of people will take it the wrong way. Some people will not sit down to digest to even understand the English. Yes, he could have been more responsible. He could have reached out anything before he went ahead to do that. So that's where the defaming came in. Because
or the concept of
the concept, because he has already, and then you know what Bobrisky is known for, and then saying, oh, Falz was trying to help her do all of this, do all of that. So that's where they now said insinuated that he's homosexual. That's another aspect. and now we're dealing with Falz and this DD thing.
Yeah.
It's crazy, Mom. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That's the okay.
Because like it's a lot now. You don't know what
Maybe.
people are like now. Because when I read that thing, what came to my mind was and I heard Falz and Didi in the same sentence.
And they are joining.
You get so now they are doing Bobrisky. That's what a lot of people will think about it that way. People will not really sit down to talk about it at length. That's what I think.
Okay. So another point I want to actually bring up was in that same statement, in that same lawsuit, it was mentioned that it was Bobrisky that actually called and asked for the money. Meanwhile, in the audio tape, it was Falz that called and asked for 10 million. So they are not calling any.
And then I think it was a case of, I don't know whether it was they wanted to pay somebody else 15.
No, they were
EFCC.
That's EFCC.
And the EFCC people are now saying that they want to investigate because who collected the money? Because who collected the money from Bobrisky?
Like,
so now it's one of two things for me. It's either that video, that voice note is false. It's either it was framed, it was manipulated or whatever, or because Bobrisky tends to do this thing whereby him or her comes online and then posts a lot of talks a lot, and you don't even know whether it's true or it's not true. I don't know. I don't think they've ever. Yeah, I don't think they've ever caught Bobrisky in a lie. I don't know, but then from what I know, when I see some certain posts, I'm like, can this thing be true? Can this not be true?
To silence.
Yes, true.
Not good. Those people that they are loud because they don't want other people to.
Yeah, I get. So for me, I feel like if this voice note was not manipulated and Bobrisky really said it, was he looking for attention? Was that the reason as to why he did that? Maybe another reason to be trending.
Or what about the idea that he's angry at some people that didn't come out to help him, or maybe angry at people that actually caused this thing to happen and he's using this as a way to attack them?
I don't think that would make any sense because you can also sue him for that.
But now it's in the open. He has mentioned names. You understand?
Mention names of who? Falz.
And there are also some other people there.
Yes, but nobody's thinking about those people now. It's Falz that we're talking about.
So I don't know. It's messy.
It is very messy actually. So my biggest bet, or what I'm still leaning more towards, is the fact that it was manipulated. Because I know that Bobrisky comes out to say a lot of. I mean, he came out. He was speaking poor English at some point, but
the best thing VDM can actually do is submit that audio to let them check it. Check what? To make sure that it was not fabricated or manipulated. Let's know first whether the audio is original.
Yeah,
so if that is now what happened, then Bobrisky will now have to. In fact, Falz and Bobrisky should now face themselves. Who called who?
It was stated in that letter that Falz has evidence that Bobrisky called.
People will support. There are people that will support Falz. There are people that will support Bobrisky.
If they are putting it out in a law, what's
yes,
that called this letter? They are bringing it.
Actually, that's true. Falz has the evidence, right?
Yeah. So if they are bringing it out and they are putting it on this law statement or whatever thing that they wrote up, if they go to court, it was stated here that you have evidence. So
bring it out.
Where's the evidence? They would ask for the evidence. So if they lie that there's no evidence and they're just putting it there, it's going to be on their own head. So I don't think they would, for a law organization as big as that, I don't think they want to play such a thing. Better thing they would have done is keep quiet.
Bobrisky, it's your move now. So Bobrisky, it's your move. It's your move.
Well, I mean, on Wednesday, Bobrisky put on Instagram, my attention has been drawn to a fake recording circulating the internet that I paid 15 million naira to EFCC and I was never in prison. She said, I didn't pay EFCC any money. It's a very big lie. I served my term in full and I came out. Discard any false information.
I have a question.
What?
When you are going to prison, who used to carry luggage to prison?
Luggage?
And you be drawing box to prison.
Well, I mean, it's Bobrisky. It's Bobrisky. Okay. Then she now went on to say, this English blew my mind away. But I mean, I will correct the English because for the sake of my life, I cannot speak.
Say the English and then they will correct it for them.
She says, imagining believing someone that came out publicly to tell us that you paid a hacker to track someone's phone, which is against the law, can be desperate to do anything at this point. I know VDM contradicts himself a lot. Because what do you mean you
They
paid a
both
hacker at a
contradict
point?
themselves
You
at
paid a
the
hacker at a point, and then it is you that came out with the voice note from no. Oh my
Wait,
god!
I thought he said they sent the voice notes to him.
Who sent the voice notes to him? Who?
Are you hacking?
Anyway,
Are you
Bobrisky
hacking
now goes
accounts?
on to say, I didn't give EFCC any money. I made a mistake typo in write-up. As earlier, okay, yeah, that's it.
So is that the response? Come on, you're
Yeah,
going to have to do.
so
But
she has
okay,
come out to say that he did not give EFCC any money, one, and he did not make any voice, send anybody voice note or call any person
since
about that.
he did not call anybody, he did not make any voice, he did not give EFCC any money.
Mm-hmm.
But Falz said you called.
Bobrisky said he did not call. You know that recorded conversation.
Yes, I said that. But he also said
He did not
give
deny
anybody any money.
But he
He
did not give Falz money now.
no, he didn't give Falz money. He said he did not give EFCC any money.
Yes.
That he spent time there, he did his time and whatever. So, but we're not hearing Falz saying that
He reached out to Falz because he wanted to collect money to give them. But Falz did not agree. He did not give them now. After EFCC saying, that's why they're investigating it again because what do you mean you gave EFCC money? That's why Bobrisky must say, I didn't give EFCC money.
But you know that
don't tarnish my name unnecessarily, father.
Alright, but here's the thing about this.
Mommy of Lagos.
These things are going to be proved because allegedly in that voice note, you used your brother's account to receive the money. You mentioned someone, Dami and Elemeko or whatever, that sent money to that account. If it's going to be investigated, those things are going to come out.
I mean, is that not what this whole thing is for it to be
But
investigated?
you see what he's saying. So
If he's coming out to say he did not, that he doesn't even know about the fake whatever, it's not him. So if he's coming out to say all of those things, after the person that said he paid EFCC 15 million, was not 3 million he was asking for that he wanted to give them?
He was asking different people.
Who said he was asking different
and
people?
And the voice was, what?
It's not our duty. We are not investigators.
I
beg, I'm not doing again.
So, but you guys don't worry. As this case is developing, we are going to be giving you back
Sure,
updates. We are not going to let you dull in any way. So let us know what you think. Who do you think is lying? Who is?
Or do you even think all of this is necessary?
Or you think it's a skit?
Chibi has. Chibi just he has just saved his time in prison. VDM should move on with life and leave Bobrisky alone. Like because your VDM that started this whole Bobrisky thing. So that's why people taking him seriously.
I want to know the real story between Bobrisky and VDM. Who pissed off? What did you
get? What happened? There's underlying beef somewhere.
Because but don't
VDM
worry,
has left Seda Bodge now. He wants to focus on Mommy of Lagos.
Mommy of Lagos. Well, you guys, we're going to keep.
Where is James Brown?
Actually, where are you?
Where is James Brown?
I mean, maybe guys.
The last thing I heard from him was that he disowned his sister. Say he wanted to kill her. Say he wanted to kill her. He lied against her. There's a lot of dysfunctional people in Lagos.
Nigeria, not just Lagos, in Nigeria. But don't worry, guys. We're going to keep you updated.
Sure.
If you want, in fact, subscribe.
We made it to 500 subscribers.
Subscribe, bro. Tell your friends to subscribe, like, share, comment.
Don't just be watching our content and
who
swiping.
does that? Like,
what are you?
We are giving you hot news and you are just no. See you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.